MindsEye developers Build a Rocket Boy have unfortunately announced more layoffs following the poor performance of the game. Welcome to Inside Games Daily, the only gaming news show brave enough to say that the layoff announcement was probably the wrong place to allege a vast corporate conspiracy against your company.
Yeah, I guess maybe more re-allege, because this is not the first time and it's only getting more unhinged as it goes. Gosh, what a weird situation. I mean, I actually kind of liked MindsEye, so I'll go to bat for that game in a way. It came out in a state, but this is just getting weird and sadly pretty disrespectful to people that lost their jobs.
Build a Rocket Boy CEO Mark Gerhardt posted a message on LinkedIn yesterday announcing a deeply painful round of redundancies at their studio.
Yeah, Gerhard, who apparently hasn't added the name of his own game to his dictionary yet, acknowledged the hard work of everyone involved and expressed sympathy for the negative impact this will have on the individuals affected and their families.
Then Gerhard, who still has a job, really kicked it up a notch. He claims to take, quote, responsibility for the outcomes of our projects and the decisions that follow, before blaming a mysterious criminal conspiracy for sabotaging the game.
Yeah, here, we'll just read this whole paragraph because it really is something else. He writes, quote, over the past few months, we have been working with external partners and legal advisors to investigate the criminal activity that took place around our launch. That work has taken far longer than expected, but it has now resulted in overwhelming evidence of organized espionage and corporate sabotage affecting MindsEye. Because this matter is moving towards prosecution, we cannot share the full details yet.
So all this went over about as well as you'd expect in the comments. Manager Nick McConnell writes, quote, respectfully, the people you're casting off deserve much better than to have their layoffs announced alongside whatever this conspiracy is. These are people, this is their livelihood, and your post is disrespectful to their contributions.
Extremely well said, yes. Environment artist Jack Adams says, quote, incredibly rude to announce layoffs alongside this conspiracy theory. I hope these people go on to better and greener pastures.
And then software wizard Joshua Jerk posts, quote, I mean, at this point, you might as well announce it was aliens abducting all the good ideas. You're ruining people's livelihoods here, and you cannot even take managerial responsibility for that. Instead, you desperately try to blame external reasons no matter how absurd. You say you take responsibility and then immediately proceed to exactly not do that.
Yeah, right? I'm going to still draw a paycheck and blame a whole bunch of question marks for all the problems. And like we said, this is actually not the first time Build a Rocket Boy leadership have alleged conspiracies against their game.
They actually started that before the game even came out. I remember that. And I was like, that sounds like a joke. Weeks before the game's launch in June 2025, Gerhard hip-fired early versions of this conspiracy theory in the official MindsEye Discord, writing that, quote, there is a concerted effort by some people that don't want to see Leslie or Build a Rocket Boy to be successful that are making a concerted effort to trash the game and the studio. Boy, it's really concerted. It's pretty easy to see the bots and the repeated replies to any content that we put out.
I suppose maybe there was a pattern there, but anyway, we got some more details about all this about a month ago. Insider Gaming reported details from an internal meeting at Build a Rocket Boy last month, in which Gerhard reportedly said that they, quote, caught the guys who have been sabotaging MindsEye. Yes, collared him.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Okay, I didn't realize. According to Gerhard, quote, a very big American company had hired UK-based Ritual Network to pay influencers, journalists, and Build a Rocket Boy employees to sabotage the game from within and without.
So MindsEye was going to be so big that it was going to rattle some cages, and they couldn't have that. Of course, that makes total sense. Sure. Insider Gaming reached out to Ritual for a comment at the time, who replied that they, quote, are not aware of any legitimate legal action involving Ritual Network and have not been provided with any evidence supporting these claims.
Oh, dang it. Almost sat it there for a second. In the same meeting, Gerhard also said they would write this narrative into the game, saying they were going to add some names of the alleged saboteurs to their upcoming spy mission. Did you play that mission, Lawrence?
I don't know if it's come out yet. I'm still waiting. Hey, if it has, then MindsEye is getting installed right away. But until then, I'm just politely waiting for more MindsEye content.
Gerhard said of this, let's have some fun with it. Let's tell the community the story before it even plays out in court. So, I think this is not us being the victim. But just recently he said he can't talk about it because it is being litigated.
So yeah, how would anyone know? I don't know. I guess in his mind, he's taken the power back from the ghosts haunting his dreams. It hasn't been good for Build a Rocket Boy, even outside of sabotage allegations. Employees, ex-employees, and the IWGB Game Workers Union posted an open letter back in October 2025 accusing Builder Rocket Boy leadership of several critical failures.
The letter claimed between 250 to 300 workers had lost their jobs at the time, and that's after enduring burnout, job insecurity, health issues, and the failure of a game that many of us have put years of our lives into.
Yeah, that is a bad situation. Yeah, despite poor reviews and just awful word of mouth, really. MindsEye did somehow manage to break the top 10 physical sales chart on the week of its release, but I could not find any other significant information about how it actually sold or what the knock-on effects of a conspiracy might have been if they existed.
Lawrence, you've been following this for quite a while because I know you love MindsEye. I mean, we both played it, but I think you beat it and really enjoyed it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to get to the ending in MindsEye.
Also, you were sending me some random beef between two subreddits. You got to describe this.
Yeah, this was kind of strange. In the process of trying to look for sales figures from MindsEye, I saw an extremely deranged post from one individual that seemed like a ChatGPT generated slop about how well MindsEye actually sold as long as you ignore all the data and charts and stuff. And so I clicked on this username who apparently made his own subreddit to beef with another MindsEye subreddit. So yeah, there was some minor beef between our actual MindsEye fans and our real MindsEye fans a few months ago. But the one dude who seems to be the only poster in real MindsEye fans. He also posts a lot in the Pragmata subreddit for exactly the creepiest reasons you might be imagining. So
of course.
There is at least one deranged psycho that is really into MindsEye. I don't know if this is part of the vast conspiracy, but there's some weirdos floating around out there. So watch yourselves on Reddit is all I'm saying.
This is like the meme we're all trying to find the guy who did this, you know? Like it's
yeah.
It's for sure that meme because I mean this is like taking a page out of the grifter textbook where he's just like, look, I don't want to actually admit that the game failed. And that the game we were making for years wasn't the right move, and it was, you know, whatever. It came out glitchy, it was ridiculous. Who knows what other reasons that the game actually didn't sell well. So instead, he's blaming it on ghosts, things that you can never actually verify. I mean, like, he's saying a lot of things, but has never actually come out with any evidence. And that's, this is a real bummer for the people that spent their hard-earned time, money, all the other stuff on the actual game. And it really, truly is disrespectful. So, like, when we are laughing at this, we're laughing at this insane person talking about a conspiracy theory and not the people that actually worked hard on the game. Yeah,
I agree. I completely agree. It's, I wonder how conscious it is. Part of me feels like this might be the case of a developer that had a winning formula at one time that cannot or has not acknowledged that the world has changed and that their methods are not universally successful. So if you have it in your head that you've got the sauce, you've got the juice, you've done it in the past, you've made hits, and then you just do the same thing again, but suddenly it no longer works because games are far more complicated now, or just what the gaming market wants is different, like the audience has shifted out from under you, then I feel like maybe it's an unconscious process of trying to understand why. And the only thing that makes sense is that there must have been an active force suppressing your success, which was guaranteed because of how good you are at what you do. I don't know. I'm projecting a lot and psychoanalyzing a lot, but it does feel like executive derangement a little bit. That said, if there is a conspiracy and this lawsuit goes through and a court finds this agency liable for all this stuff, that'd be a hell of a world, but man, I just can't see it happening. It seems far more likely that there's a group of lawyers that are making a lot of money egging this on and being like, we need to, you know what, 6 more months investigation and we'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to take it to court. And then it's, 3 months of filing paperwork, another 6 months of like legal things slowing down. Yeah, I think there's just some lawyers making some money here. Man,
you're really giving them a lot of credit, Mark Garrett, a lot of credit, because have we seen any of those legal documents at all?
No, I don't think anything's been filed.
Okay, yeah, because this to me feels like he hadn't done any of it. So, and he's just started talking about things like when they mentioned Ritual Network, he's bringing in Ritual Network, and Ritual Network immediately is like, no, we've done, nothing's happened. We have no idea what he's talking about. So I'm really curious to see if there is actually any sort of litigation that is happening, because you're right then, Lawrence, those lawyers are making money. But if there isn't, I think he's just out there just shouting into the wind, being like, it's all these things. And I mean, just so you know, audience, we see this a lot in real life here, especially in the political landscape, where they start blaming everybody else and never provide any evidence. That happens a lot. If you just know where to look. And that's the same. Again, he's taking a page out of that handbook.
Well, it seems to be working because we're talking about it, even if we're mocking it. So who knows? Maybe he's actually a marketing mastermind and he knows how to manipulate the internet just by making outrageous claims. Gosh, that's really where we're at. It's still a hell of a thing.
and also, if there really is evidence, we'll be there to report it. I'm excited to report all that he was right on all accounts. I'm very excited to do that.
Yeah, in the meantime, hundreds of people don't have their jobs, so it's just, what a pain in the ass. Hopefully that MindsEye spy mission comes out and blows everyone away, and then they can rehire everyone, throw the saboteurs in jail, and then we all get to enjoy MindsEye as we were meant to.
I have a feeling that's not going to happen. But hey, it can't. We can be optimistic. Thank you very much for watching Inside Games. We're glad you haven't been paid by a shadowy organization to sabotage us. I mean, as far as we know. And if you feel like doing the exact opposite of that, you can pay to support us on Patreon. We post everything there for free, plus a daily meme. Lawrence's memes they go up every single day and they're free. Lawrence, do you have any conspiracy memes today?
Oh, I'll find one. Don't worry about that. We had a pretty spicy one yesterday. I'm gonna admit, I debated not posting it. I'm gonna keep it shadowy, so you have to go check, but you should go look. There are some folks on the Patreon that are already kicking us a few bucks, so we'd like to shout them out right now. Thank you very much, eCompton3, Nick Calderon, Lenny Nieves, Overly Sarcastic Productions, and Tyler King for your support. We'll be right here, ready to report on the inevitable resurgence of MindsEye, so please stay tuned for that. Have a great day. We'll see you next time on Inside Games.